Brad Pitt playing a hitman. Great idea.
Hey guys, Kenny here. Stay cool and relax to the movies.
Killing Them Softly. This movie really surprised me. I enjoyed it all the way through. It's about Brad Pitt playing Jackie Cogan, and he has a bounty to take care of for these two guys who robbed a criminal poker game. And the person who is in charge of that poker game, he's in line with the mob, and it's also believed that he may have had something to do with the game, the poker game that he was at the night it was robbed. He may have had something to do with it. It's believed that it was an inside job. And there's this guy, Driver, played by what's his name? Richard Jenkins, and he talks Jackie into taking care of these two robbers. And Marky Trotman, played by Ray Liotta, is the one who was in charge of that poker game. And there's also a press on his head. And there's a friend of Jackie's, played by what was his name? James Gandolfini, and he is he's called in to try and work with Jackie, but that he was dealing with his own problems like alcoholism and women that is making Jackie not trust him. And that's really what this movie is all about. Let's see. Ray Liotta, I was really pleased with his performance, because even though he seemed like a bad guy in this, he really was a character, and he portrayed his character Marky as someone who is really trying to get his life turned around and try to better his life, I think, in my opinion. And Jackie, played by Brad Pitt, was phenomenal. I loved his part in this. Everything that he was doing was for a purpose, and the dialogue and line reading, some of it was direct and to the point, but there was also times when I think he was also ad-libbing, and that made it funny and made me connect with his character more. And Driver, played by Richard Jenkins, he's not a big part in this, but he was also a pretty funny part and character in this. James Gandolfini, his character, he's not a big part in this. Really, I didn't see a point for him to be in this, only to really show that, hey, look, it's James Gandolfini. But I did like his performance. It's not a grandiose big one, but I liked it as a supporting role. I think it was a really good small part for James, and I really felt connected with his character. And let's see the positives. It's not an action film like the trailers may have you believe. It's more of a drama with a little bit of with some violence here and there. It's not pure violence. for the sake of it. When there is anything violent, I think it was really it was direct and to the point for the story, and it really made sense when it was put in the story. And that's the acting was also phenomenal by everyone. And oh, there are some shots in this that were breathtaking and beautiful. Like some slow motion shots were jaw dropping and breathtaking. Like a particular shot of Brad's character Jackie. He has his window down, then he shoots one of the two robbers, I think, through the window, and it's raining. So he shoots, and the shot was so slow motion that I see the bullet come out, and it's raining, and then it goes through the window. That was breathtaking. I loved how that sequence was done. That would be a perfect shot and sequence for, what's that called, Anatomy of a Scene, which I don't know if that's really done anymore. That kind of a little documentary, or not documentary, but little talking about how a particular shot is done. And the music, the score was also perfect. I think the song selection and the score were perfectly placed in every one of the scenes that it was used for. If there was anything bad or that I can criticize on, sometimes the pacing was also lagging here and there. Not a whole lot, but a few times. And sometimes, like James Gandolfini, I didn't really see a point for him to be in this. I had mentioned that already. And that's probably about it, I think. So I'll give this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. So stay cool and roll out to the movies. Bye.